you can see, I'm tucked up here underneath a little pine tree. I've got several trails coming out the ridge and up the ridge. I didn't particularly mean to end up sitting here, and I may have walked right up one of the trails that the deer are gonna come on. Let's just hope that their noses are broke. Always remember, guys, I don't know how zoomed in that you are right now, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna be so itchy later. I'm gonna go ahead and stay crammed up in this thing. Always make sure that you're practice drawing. We're gonna be shooting 100 yards a day with a $100 bow. Let's go check it out.
He's a dandelion. This has got to be the last one of the season.
You did?
Like smoked it.
Where'd my head at?
You bucks. What's this? Two for two, 100 yards. I'm going hunting. I got my fanny pack. Thank goodness. As you guys can see, I'm standing up in the woods with a bow. Reason being, I really don't see myself getting snuck. Any deer sneaking up on me here. So, like, it's pretty thick right here. My farthest shot's about 25 yards. But basically, this ridge runs out right here. And they're crossing right here and swinging up around some doe bedding. This trail right here also cuts right here and goes down. And there's a trail about 60 yards down, but they also cut on a majority of the time, unfortunately. I just am not getting down that holler. This is about as close as I feel comfortable even coming close to this stand that I'm going to be hunting this week. This is kind of the spur of the moment little thing, like nothing, not a lot of thought that went into it. I'm just deer hunting. Sometimes it's so much funner just to step back and have fun instead of making it so serious, and I have made it almost too serious this year. I've really put a lot of added pressure on myself thinking I have to kill this majestic giant buck, when in all reality, shooting a good buck would have made me happy, and I let a lot of big deer walk, and I'm okay with it. I'll live with it. But another thing, or other reason I want to come here is I want to get a real nice layout of the tree selection right here. I want to stand right here at some point because of the amount of deer that do come through here. There's a really good cedar tree right up here that I noticed a bit ago that would probably be my stand choice. If I wouldn't have came in here at 10:30 at night the other day to hang a stand, that'd have been a dang good choice right there. Instead of going out this ridge, I'll probably just go ahead and put another one up here. There is a lot of deer in here still. I've just not got into the heart of them. I'm on the outsides of it, and I'm not getting in the middle of it because it's impossible to get into the middle of that many deer and not get smelled during the day. Unless you cover yourself in doe pee and bathe in deer carcasses for 3 days. I don't know what the heck to do, but you can't beat a deer's nose regardless, so it doesn't matter. Well, I'm not real sure what happened there. I hit like right of my pin and eye. I don't know. Like it was a... Dang it. I'm not real sure what happened. Dang it. That deer ran 300 yards, I know. I hit high and right both. Lord, please help me recover that deer. It's been a long time since I shot a fawn, but with my brother's bow and the scenario that I'm in, I didn't care if it was a small 6-pointer, I was going to shoot it. There's deer right here. There's so much that goes behind all this that nobody gets to see. The amount of time that I put into this stuff it's unbelievable. I eat, breathe, and sleep this crap, and I put a lot of work into it, and to take a step back and to use equipment like this really makes me feel like a kid again, and I just feel super blessed to be able to even be here sitting on this dirt. Like, this is what it's all about. I've killed one deer this year and let a lot of deer walk. You know, a decision to take something's life is a big decision. I'm gonna give this deer at minimum probably 2 or 3 hours before coming back in here and trying to find it. Like I said, I apologize for the shot. Hello?
Yeah.
I was calling to let you know I shot a deer.
What kind?
It was a doe.
Kill it?
I don't know. I don't know right now. It was really close, and there was a bunch of deer, and I was on the ground, and I had Jacob's bow with me, is what I brought with me, so I was kind of tucked into a little spot where I had to shoot close, and a bunch of deer came, and I just shot the first one that walked up, and it was quartered to me. I got 2 different shot angles. I got a really good video of the shot, like a really clear one. So I think all the deer ran with him down there, and they started blowing down there. So I'm assuming the deer died down on the other side of the holler, right at the creek. It was a small doe, I think. It may have been a button buck, but I didn't really care.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna come home and look at the video and then eat dinner and then go see if I can find it in a few hours. I think it's dead down there, but I'm not sure.
By yourself?
Yeah.
All right. Love you.
Okay, I'll see you in about 10-15 minutes once I get out of here.
Bye.
Bye. So I just found the arrow. Me and Sissy just got here. Deer ran this way. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this in the ground, come back and get it later. So that is pieces of the deer's intestines. That's a good girl, Sissy. Girl, you found that by yourself. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good girl, Sissy. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Good girl. Oh, good girl. Yeah, Sissy, she's a good girl. Yeah, Sissy. You freaking got that one there, bud. Hey guys, as you can see, this is the aftermath of a successful bow hunt. Took my brother's compound out tonight with full intentions of killing a deer. It didn't matter if it was a spike, a 6-pointer, a doe fawn, a button buck. I was going out to kill. And I think that's a lot of the times us as hunters, we forget, me included. I'll let a 140-inch deer walk and I will lose the purpose of why I'm actually out there. And that's to spend time in the outdoors and to go hunting. You know, like this hunt, like, did it make me excited? Absolutely not, because I thought that I wasn't gonna recover the deer. I hit a branch, as you guys can see in the video, and was really unsure where I hit the deer. I tried doing frame per frame. I just could not figure out where I hit the deer. It actually entered right behind the shoulder and exited right out into the hind quarter and actually went all the way through the deer. The deer ran about 350 yards and piled up. Can't not believe the deer ran that far. But back to what I was talking about, we miss the purpose a lot of the times when it comes to hunting of a big rack. And it's came down to $3,000 bows and $400 arrows and 20% FOC, and that's all people talk about. When in all reality, we need to talk about the sole purpose of what we're doing here. This doe fawn right here is gonna feed me, it's gonna feed my family, and I'm gonna get good out of it. These Black Eagle Outlaws performed exactly like an arrow should. That G5 Montec on the end of that arrow performed just like it should. This 35-year-old compound performed just like it should. And this is my late brother's bow. And I was talking the other day, and I've taken, you know, I take fancy shotguns with me or take a fancy $3,000 bow with me, and I'll never shoot anything. I killed a deer with my recurve earlier this year, and I told myself, I said, you know, you've put a lot of time into the woods since the 16th of October. And I even shot a deer that I didn't recover with a shotgun. And I'm due. I'm due, and it's December. Like, it's time to put some meat on the table. It's time to put up or shut up. That's what this video was about, was putting up or shutting up. Either I was gonna kill a deer or I wasn't gonna kill a deer anymore, because I wasn't killing nothing. I did a really good job of not shooting deer. I'd get home every single night and my dad would look at me and say, what in the world are you doing? He goes, you should have shot that buck, or you should have shot one of those doe. Like, kill something. And I got to the point where I just wasn't super duper happy while I was hunting anymore. I wasn't happy to go out. I wasn't happy to get out in the evening and go deer hunting in general. So I put everything behind me, grabbed the old bow, grabbed the old quiver full of arrows, and that quiver full of arrows right there's not got two deer under its belt. Got a big old buck and a little old doe here. So guys, I always appreciate you, and I always make sure that I tell you, remember, God loves you guys, and God bless, and you guys have a good day.